Michael Cohen returned to the witness stand today in New York, former President Donald Trump's fixer, facing a second day of cross-examination as week 5 of the criminal trial comes to a close.
This is finishing up. At some point, it'll be finished. Every single review, every legal scholar that I've been able to read said there's no case, there's no crime. It's a disgrace that it was allowed to happen.
Meanwhile, the White House denies Republican demands for audio of the president's 5 hours of interviews with special counsel Robert Hur, while the recordings are at the heart of a plan to hold the attorney general in contempt of Congress. We are following both of those stories tonight. Scott MacFarlane is standing by on Capitol Hill. But we start once again with Errol Barnett at the Trump criminal trial in Lower Manhattan. Errol, I hope they let you go home every so often, because I only see you at this post here over the last few weeks, and we appreciate your service. Cross-examination continued today for Mr. Cohen. How did the defense approach him on the stand this time?
Well, Ed, I appreciate that. I do get to sleep at home, but certainly,
Good.
yes, I live here. The prosecution's goal today was to undermine Michael Cohen's credibility and to make the jury question his motivation for wanting to come forward with such damning testimony. He does have a crucial perspective. He links directly Donald Trump not only to the hush money payments, but to the repayments that are the core of the 34 felony charges against him. But how Todd Blanche, Donald Trump's lead defense attorney, tried to undo some of what Cohen laid out was done so through in his own words. They played excerpts of his own podcast last year when the indictment against Trump was announced, where Cohen said he wanted to see Donald Trump behind bars getting fingerprinted, and in which he used an expletive to say he hopes that Trump ends up in prison. And he admitted to wanting revenge against Trump. They also, Todd Blanche, tried to question Cohen on the conversations he said he had with the president once he was elected, and then initiated the repayments to him. And they even played insults and referenced insults of Cohen calling Trump a, quote, orange-crusted ignoramus. The point was that the jury now heads into Friday and the weekend, this 3-day break, questioning the motivation of Cohen to come forward and testify. And we understand that cross-examination will continue Monday and could potentially wrap up then. The prosecution has said this is their last witness, as far as they know. And we have the possibility, the defense has not yet decided, if Donald Trump himself will take the stand in his own defense. We've seen him step in front of cameras outside the courtroom to defend himself. But will he do so under oath? Highly unlikely, and his defense likely advising him not to do that. But this moment today, Ed, was about ending the week, making the jury doubt the credibility of Michael Cohen.
You said something there that might have caught the eye and the ear of the viewer, that there's no court tomorrow. Remind us why that is.
Well, Donald Trump said he needs time off to attend his son Barron's high school graduation. Interestingly enough, we understand that Trump will also be campaigning and fundraising, I believe, in Minnesota. So there is no court tomorrow. Things will resume on Monday. And the prosecution has said because they really don't have any additional witnesses and we're getting into the home stretch here, we're getting closer to the moment that the jury will deliberate after hearing closing arguments and decide on Donald Trump's fate. And all Donald Trump's defense team needs is one single juror out of the 12 to not believe beyond a reasonable doubt that he is guilty of committing the 34 felonies here. So really the defense's goal as they end this week was to throw sand into the testimony of Michael Cohen, because Cohen has testified that, yes, Trump wanted to hide the alleged sexual encounter, and he did so through those falsified records.
And there's no sense that the defense plans to call really anyone at all, right, once they get the case?
Yeah, there's been, conversations and the possibility that perhaps a technical witness may be called. Judge Merchant has said that, look, he's really limited on what he'll be able to say and testify. Maybe someone else who will plant more doubt on Michael Cohen. But we are getting the sense this is the home stretch. Anything could change when it comes to the beginning of next week, Ed. But as you know, this has moved on for weeks. The Trump campaign wants to get this behind them. Donald Trump himself wants to get beyond this. And if he testifies, of course, that could change the entire calculation.
All righty. Errol Barnett there for us in Lower Manhattan. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon.